Online porn and why it's bad for you guys. This master your midlife morning message I'm going to talk about this morning. And if you're a film director, content creator and creative director, you know that medium that we all work in and produce can have a huge inspiring effect on people's lives, but can also have a huge detrimental effect. And we're living in a world now, aren't we, when particularly in the UK, that if you're actually searching any of that material online, you have to put in ID, you have to put in information about your age. Apparently it's to protect children, but so why have they put the height at the level of an adult? I mean, it's just another way that the powers that be are trying to control and basically dictate what we do online. But the reason I'm talking about it in this video is that if you are a film director who's going through a separation and a messy divorce, and if you're going to have to deal with, particularly if you have children and you're going to be hiring an attorney or a lawyer and children are involved, and you're going to go through the whole messy affair of looking at alimony and splitting up the financial debts, check out a quick video here where I talk about the pros and cons of the financial implications of going through a divorce, particularly if you are a film director. But if you have a history, or if you have an affliction and an addiction of porn online, and you have a history of being addicted to that, then this could be a real issue if people go back and check your search engines. I know you think, well, I've deleted them all, I've blocked them, but there are ways that they can check now of what you've been looking at. And look, this isn't a video to basically tell you guys that you should not have desires, you should not be interested in, you know, a healthy sexual life. But there's something about online pornography, isn't there, that's so, for me, I can only speak from my own personal perspective, that can become so incredibly addictive and obsessive so quickly. And particularly if you're going for a period in your time where you're lonely, where you're not having that connection, you're not having that sexual release, it's that thing that can suddenly just consume your life and consume a part of you that, let's be honest, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's instant gratification. It's something that visually stimulates us, that is just there to effectively give us a quick release. And is that good for us, really? Is it something that we want to continually do? I mean, certainly for me, when, you know, I've been using it in the past, there's always a part of me that, almost like in my creative head, I make this excuse of like, oh, it's the photography, I'm into these kind of things, I'm looking at the various scenarios rather than it being that quick release. And then, you know, after, you know, you use the pornography, after you've got your quick release and fix, as it were, there's just a part of you that feels a bit lonely and a bit sad and like, you know, why did I bother doing that? Was it really something that I wanted to do? And particularly, you know, if you're with someone at the time, what is it in the relationship that you're not getting? Why are you wanting to use it? What is it? I mean, again, sensitive subject, guys, isn't it? It's like if you speak to men about this, you know, how many men talk about it, why they use it, you know, if they were to be really, really honest, rather than in a way that's kind of disrespectful, or in a way that just is not owning up to why they would do it. So it's, yeah, it's like a touchy subject. Be really interested in the comments to hear if it's an issue for you, if it's something that you've tried to deal with in the past before, if it's something that you want to stop using, if it's something that's become, rather than just a quick release, it's something that's actually, you know, you look into your feed and there's just like Pornhub, there's this, there's that. It's like, what is that shit doing there? And also, if you are a conscious film director and content creator, you know that the industry itself is rife with abuse, it's rife with discrimination, it's rife with, you know, the treatment of women in particular, of being almost like abused to the extent just for creating this content. So that's a different side of the industry, I know. I mean, it's still a billion-dollar industry and it makes, you know, so much money online, and it's one of the biggest content attractions online for so many people. But ask yourself, do I have an issue? with pornography online? Is it something that I want to stop doing? Is it something that is just not supporting me, particularly in this troublesome part of my life right now? And see what it can be replaced with. I mean, personally for me, healthy living, fitness, keeping myself physically active, but also just extending that desire and that connection with somebody in your life that you actually do care about, that you can talk about these things with. I mean, if you have a certain affliction towards him wanting certain things, certain fetishes, certain things that are in these videos, then have a discussion with your partner. Clearly, you're not going to be having that discussion with your ex-wife. And it also, for me, it's something that I've noticed, not so much now anymore, but certainly in the past when I was heavily into going to a particular type of club in London, had a particular set of friends, that there was a period of time that I actually knew people in the industry as well that were producing the work, and they were, you know, friends of mine. They weren't colleagues, but I knew what they were doing. And but again, it was something that was looked upon as quite artistic at the time. I think it's got to the point now where there's so much content. I mean, I don't use the X platform. I went on it for a little while, and it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. I mean, there was so much pornographic images on there. I couldn't really get my head around. I mean, X, it should be called quadruple X or triple X for what it's worth. Do you have an issue with pornography online? Is it something that you want to stop doing? If it is, then that's the first point of notice, the point that you've actually got to a point where you're thinking, this is bullshit. I don't want to keep using it. I don't want it to be part of my life. It's getting in the way of me connecting to the people around me. And it's just something that I'm using as a quick release. And also, the dopamine. Let's talk about the dopamine at the end of this video. As you've probably heard, that quick fix of dopamine that you get over a period of time, that release, it basically is disintegrating your brain, guys. It really isn't. And you get to such a heightened sense of awareness that when you're actually with a real person and you want some physical connection with them, there's a part of you that has been obsessed and addicted to what you've been watching online and wants that. And look, men over 40, you know, 56% of them suffer from erectile dysfunction. And a part of that is if they've been using porn online. A part of that is not feeling that they've been stimulated in the relationship, you know, that they almost like have trained their brain and the sensory system to such a level that when they're actually with a person and it doesn't match that visual stimuli, that they have a real issue. So that's another major physical problem that men deal with who are watching too much porn online. So there we go, guys. It's a sensitive subject. I'd love to hear in your comments, without it getting too filthy, how do you deal with online porn? Is it something that you don't watch, that you have watched, that you have an issue with? And clearly right now, if you are going through a separation and a divorce, I would urge you, if you can, to not lean in to consuming more of it, to find different ways to remain physically active, and also think of ways that you can be more connected to the next woman in your life or women in your life that you meet, and how you can have a connection with them that doesn't involve or isn't predicated by an obsession with what you've been watching online. So bit of a weird video, this one, to talk about, guys, I know, because it's a dodgy subject, but it's a good one to talk about. I want these videos to be open and honest and authentic, and for me to talk about, you know, issues that I've had with this. And I know it's a huge issue, isn't it? A very big issue, boom, no pun intended. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has been useful. In this next video here, I'm going to talk about reasons that you are potentially the three big reasons why you are getting divorced or why the separation is happening, and 3 big mistakes to look out for moving forward from the divorce. So check out this video here, guys. Thanks for watching this one. Hope you've enjoyed this. Slightly seedy, and I feel like I need to take a shower now after doing this video, this master your midlife morning message. As always, guys, love yourself. Don't love what's online and what you're watching. Love yourself. Love movies. They'll love you back. Appreciate your time and attention. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.